Good afternoon. I still haven't changed the clock. It is 3:15 in the afternoon on Saturday the 14th. My friend is getting married today. Congratulations. I know you'll probably never see this, but I want to say congratulations for the world. A lot of my friends will see this video. Getting married today over in Scotland. Well, it's 76 degrees indoors and 41 out. Rainy. Really yucky out. I've got no solar power. Let me take you over to the window. I'll just swing around. Window view of the tiny house on wheels and the off-grid project. Gray, dark, gloomy. No wind, no sun. Quiet, calm, and raining. And this is what we've had since late last night. Sorry. So, no solar at all. Really going to be a rough day today for solar. We'll probably fire up the generator because I have been doing some tests on the battery bank and using them in the evenings. So, I haven't been doing any video today at all because I have been working on the computer, catching up today. Gloomy day outdoors, perfect computer, catch-up day and work day. Still transitioning the server, finishing the job up, and working on catching up on my forum. Forgive me, I was a little bit off of my health there for a while, so I didn't finish the forum in a few days. And plus with the transition, it was awkward. So, anyway, let me show you what I'm up to right now. Let it not be said that I don't eat well. I have here some fresh potatoes, some salmon with some seasoning salt that came right from the store. They gave me it's a salt rub they gave me. So, and then I have some shallots. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I got shallots, the baby miniature like onion things in there. And that's just about ready. I'm just browning the potatoes and gonna enjoy a very, very nice meal in my tiny house on wheels on a yucky rainy day today. So, shut off the camera and get back to it. Been working all day. Spring cleaning. You wouldn't know it a lot. There's a lot of work to do. The winter was rough and I made a mess of things. I got this bed sitting here. Unfortunately I got some water on it. That's going to go upstairs when it drips out. Cut some more firewood. Put the snowblower away. Now I got the generator running because I'm going to work on the computer. And I haven't touched the camera at all today. It's 7 o'clock already. I've been working all day doing cleanup, cleaning the yard, sorting trash and all kinds of stuff. I've got a piece of Gorilla Tape here. And what I'm doing is I'm putting nails every few inches because you can see the tar paper curled through the winter. But it did last. A lot of people didn't believe it would make it through the winter, but it did. I knew it would. But what I want to do is I want to cover these seams to keep mice from entering inside my house. So what I'm doing is putting the Gorilla Tape down, and then every few inches I'm going to put a nail, a roofing nail, on that seam. And that's going to keep that from peeling back up too high and removing the Gorilla Tape. The idea now is, like I said, keep ants out of this house. That was a tiny one. Keep ants out of my home because they are terrible. They will get up. They will enter inside those gaps and make nests in between the tar paper and the wall of the house, the outer wall. And that's a serious problem. It's really bad. A lot of people just don't comprehend it. But it's a really bad problem. So this is an experiment here. And this is exterior grade tape. Nails are cheap, rebuilding your house isn't. So I'd rather put a bunch of nails in here than to have to redo the house because the ants destroyed it. They will colonize inside there. And it's not cool. The RV is infested and I can't get them out. The RV always was infested. a bug bomb can only do so much, but it can't get up inside the framework and stuff where they are. So this will hopefully seal that tightly. I think the Gorilla Tape is the only thing I found that'll stick the tar paper so far. I've gone to building supply companies and asked around, and nobody seems to have any problem with this except for me, which is odd. Another one right there. So, ant-proof in the house before I put the siding on. So all of these seams have to be taped and nailed before I can put that siding on. I want to do this all across the entire house. And at $8 for 25 feet, you consider there's a roll of tape, there's a roll of tape, there's a roll of tape, and there's a roll of tape just on the front of the house alone. But with the price of rebuilding the house, it's worthwhile, I think. It's definitely worthwhile. So spring is here, warm weather is here, and I'm going to start construction again. Construction on the tiny house. Finish this off. Now, a lot of people didn't believe it, but it made it through the winter. A lot of people didn't expect it would, in its unfinished state. But let me walk away from the generator a bit. In part, I left this open inside the walls. A lot of people wondered why I didn't insulate upstairs. Well, because I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if this was going to leak or not, this house. I wasn't sure if around the windows was not going to leak, if around the roof wasn't going to leak or not. So I intentionally did not insulate the upstairs for multiple reasons. But one, I could check for leaks. And the house made it through the entire winter without a drip. The only water that came in was through the wood stove, through the pipe, and I think that was condensation when it was snowing heavily that one week. Extra heavy-duty condensation. So, now the worst of the peeling on the tar paper, where it's raised, is on the front lip where the sun has been shining on it intensively. These sides aren't that bad, but I will still tape and nail the tape so that the ants don't have access to the inside of my tiny house on wheels. I just am really, really concerned about that a lot. So, well, that's pretty much it. I wanted to put this piece on here and let it sit for a couple days and see how well that's going to hold up. And if that holds up decently, then I'll finish this entire front wall and then start putting the siding on. Oh, something else I almost forgot. I can't mark it in because the snow is, well, the ground is frozen. But roughly here, if I can get it to stand up long enough to show you what I'm doing here, I've measured out my greenhouse. So, I measured 10 feet from the house, okay? And then I'll show you over here what I've got going on. The generator is noisy. Now I've measured 10 feet out from the back of the house. I haven't measured here because the tent's in the way. And I measured here. It's not precise, but I just got an idea. I measured 10 feet out from that corner over here. And I measured 10 feet out from this part. So from there, and then I measured to here 10 feet. So what I've got now is the outlines, rough idea of the outlines of my greenhouse, which will be a porch and a greenhouse running along the front of the house and then wrapping over. So it'll be 10 foot out and 34 feet long, and then out to it'll be an L shape and wrap around the back of the house. And over here is where I'll have the batteries and the water tanks. So the rainwater collection will run off the roof down inside the heated, insulated, solar heated room, and this will be an enclosed dark room to protect the batteries and the water tanks. So this will be like I said, a heated, insulated room and that'll protect the batteries and the water tanks, and I plan on having a fish tank in here for aquaculture. And then over here will be the greens and the vegetables, so I can try to grow winter food throughout the entire winter, plus have a nice place to sit out in the on a cold, frigid winter day. As long as the sun's shining, I could sit out here and have a cup of coffee or tea with friends in warmth and comfort, because the sun is going to heat that greenhouse up nicely. And then having the slope come right above the door, between the door and the window, is where the roof will come down, and that'll give me yet another runoff of water. So I'll have double the rainwater collection, and I'll have a lot of water, plenty of water. So it gives you an idea of what I've been up to out here: cleaning, measuring, marking. I'm about to go in. I got the generator running because we had a couple bad days of very low sun, and today wasn't good either. It was pretty bad. I cover up my wood that I got going. It's going to rain tomorrow. My outdoor refrigerator, I got to put a bag over it. But yeah, been busy getting stuff put away, and got spring fever, working on the tiny house again. I've also been cleaning indoors as well, and just getting things put together. Back in business in the tiny house on wheels.